என்னோட ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ்க்கு ஸ்டோரி சொல்ல போறேன். வாங்க வீடியோக்குள்ள போலாம். Today's story, The Sleeping Beauty. Once upon a time in a magical kingdom, there was a king and a queen. They were kind and good-hearted, but they had no child. But there were stars changed and the queen gave a birth to a beautiful princess. The king invited 7 fairies to be the godmothers to the princess. Alas, he forgot to invite the 8th fairy. The 8th fairy came herself and dragging with fury. She enchanted the little princess. When the princess will turn 60, she will prick her hand on a spindle and die. Fortunately, the 7th fairy, who had not yet given her gift, stepped forth. She said in soft words, "The princess will not die. She will just fall into a deep sleep for 100 years and be awakened by a kiss from a prince." 15 or 16 years passed, and the little princess turned into a beautiful young princess. There were many attendants following her like shadows. Whenever she went to a visit on the town. One day, the adult from the company of her attendants and reached a home where the 8th fairy was spinning on the wheel. Disguised as an old woman, the princess asked the old woman to let her try. As soon as the princess spun the wheel, the spindle pricked her hand and the beautiful princess cried and fell unconscious on the ground. She was not dead, but she was sleeping soundly. The curse of the wicked fairy had worked, and so the gift of the 7th fairy. The 7th fairy put everyone in the kingdom into a sleep, so when the princess would wake up after 100 years, she should not find herself alone. And 100 years passed soon, and the legend of the Sleeping Beauty spread wide and far. One day, a charming prince had happened to come to the kingdom. He had heard of the legend of Sleeping Beauty. He entered the castle and found in the finest room a most beautiful princess in a deep sleep. As soon as the prince kissed the princess, she woke up one by one. Everyone in the kingdom woke up from the deep slumber. The king and the queen were very happy. They arranged a grand feast. The prince and the princess were married and they lived happily ever after. அவ்வளோதான் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ், இன்னைக்கான ஸ்டோரி முடிஞ்சிருச்சு. உங்களை இன்னொரு ஸ்டோரியோட மீட் பண்ணுறேன் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ். ப்ளீஸ் சப்ஸ்கிரைப் மை சேனல் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ். பாய்.